Hey, this is Ashley, and I wanted to do a semi-quick TBR for the borrowathon readathon. I heard about the borrowathon readathon through Kayla at Books and Lala, but there are also two other booktubers hosting it. The whole premise of borrowathon is to read for 8 days books that you have borrowed, whether this be from a library, like a public library, a lending library, your friend, your family, just to borrow a book, kind of to promote the use of libraries, but also the fact that you don't have to necessarily consume and buy to be a part of BookTube, which I think is really important because I do get a lot of my books for reading from libraries, but also used bookstores. There's a lot of promotion of buying new books and multiple copies of books, which is fine if that's your, I don't know, if that's what you can afford, if that's what you want to do. But it's also good to be able to show that you don't have to have the best, newest edition of everything in order to be a reader, because reading is for everyone, So anyway, this readathon runs from Sunday, March 19th to the following Monday, so it is 8 full days. I have already started because today is Monday the 20th, and so far I have read one full book, and that is Saga. Now Saga I am counting as my graphic novel and as a book that I want to purchase because there are 6 challenges in this readathon. I have wanted to read Saga for so long, and I was so happy that I stumbled upon it at the public library. It actually wasn't in the right place. They only had volume 4, and so I was really bummed out. But as I was scanning the shelves to look for a different graphic novel, I was thinking about actually getting Paper Girls, I think is what it's called. This was hiding. I don't know why. It was somewhere, it was like in the A's. It's supposed to be in the S's because it's alphabetical by title. I don't know if somebody was like setting it aside, but I'm so glad that I found it. I've wanted to read it for so long. I've wanted to buy it for so long, but this was the first time I was able to find it. I actually read this in like 45 minutes, so I really wish that I had the second, third, fourth copy to keep going. But it was definitely a good start to the readathon. So I didn't actually talk about the challenges, but there are 6 challenges. Graphic novel, something you want to buy. The next one is a book that takes place in a library, and for that I got The Borrowers by Rebecca Mackay. This book actually took me forever to find because it was the hardest challenge. I had to go on a Goodreads list to find books that took place in libraries, and then go for a while. I just went alphabetically through the shelves and tried to find them one by one, but there were so many that my library didn't have that I had to go to their online catalog and finally find this. I should have done that at the get-go. But anyway, The Borrower is about a children's librarian who kind of kidnaps a little boy, but it's an interesting situation because he is running away from home to try to avoid being forced into anti-gay classes, which I didn't know when I got this book, but as I read the description, I definitely became more interested in this book. I think I'm going to save this for the last book that I read, so we'll see when I get to it. So that's 2 books, 3 challenges down. The next challenge is a book with your favorite color on the cover. My favorite color is yellow, and I found this one from the spine, but it also has yellow on the cover. It is called Happy People Read and Drink Coffee, which they do. I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily like happy-go-lucky, all the time happy, but reading and drinking coffee definitely keep me happy. They're part of something that I do to make myself happy. So I was like, yeah, that title definitely is true. It's kind of like, it's gonna be like a light read because it's about a woman who runs a cafe and there's a tragedy in her life, so she kind of starts over in a new area. I think she moves to Ireland and she meets this guy, but he's abrasive. So obviously it's gonna be like a romance. It kind of gave me some P.S. I Love You vibes. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't started it yet. And then the last book that I have is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which I know is really popular in the young adult fiction crowd on BookTube and Instagram. This I'm counting as my last 2 challenges. A book that was recommended to you, and an author that is new to you. Although technically all these authors are new to me. But this book was recommended to me on Instagram because I asked for YA recommendations. It's not really my genre that I usually go to. I'm not really familiar with it, but I know it is a big part of Instagram and the booktube community. I read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and it was cute, but it wasn't really my thing. So someone on Instagram said you should read Six of Crows, so I'm going to. So let's see. Today is Monday, the 2nd day. I have read Saga, and I have read the first 3 chapters of Six of Crows. So we will see how it goes, but I am super excited. I think this bookathon, readathon is a really awesome theme because libraries are so important. I grew up going to libraries. Libraries are for everybody, and literacy is so important. Like, all children have the ability to go to a library, or at least it's available to them, you know. And there are so many resources that libraries provide to the community. And I don't know, libraries are definitely a special place to me because I grew up in libraries. My mom's a librarian, and as someone who, you know, doesn't have a whole lot of money to spend on books because other things are going on in my life, it's nice to be able to just go to the library and have all those books available to me. So I'm really excited. I'm so thankful that you guys are hosting this bookathon, readathon. I keep saying bookathon. It's not a bookathon, it's a readathon. Although, I mean, technically, you're reading books. But anyway, I'm excited. I am hoping to be successful in my first readathon, and I'll see you guys later.